Hi, my name is Harith Fathi. I am a computer science student majoring in intelligent computing. The title of my project is SMART, Systematic Automated Requirement Testing Tool under supervision of Dr. Hazrina. In this presentation, I will show how SMART uses AI to eliminate manual test execution and help small teams deliver faster and more confidently. In real development work, even the smallest client request, like fixing a button or updating a form, can lead to hours of repetitive manual testing. So this can slow down delivery, increases the human error, and leads to delayed deployments, especially in teams without dedicated quality assurance engineers. Traditional testing tools are often too complex or time-consuming for small teams. There is a real need for a testing solution that is fast, intelligent, and easy to use, especially for teams that are trying to move quickly without compromising quality. The objectives of this project are to compare the LLM models capable of determining the most accurate and efficient model for understanding and processing natural language processing in HTML. The second is to implement an AI-driven automatic testing execution framework utilizing the best performing model. And the last is to develop a lightweight, AI-powered test management solution suitable for small development teams. So, SMART is an AI-powered web testing tool that automates test execution using natural language inputs. Instead of writing traditional test scripts, users simply describe what they want to test, and SMART handles the rest. This system uses a large language model, which is Llama 3.1, to understand test intent written in plain language. It then applies fuzzy logic to match the intended actions with the correct HTML elements on the target website, even when element names or structures aren't consistent. SMART consists of several core modules, each handling a different part of the testing workflow. The team module manages team members, assign role, and track progress. The project module handles project settings and generate reports. The collection module groups test cases for better organization. The test case module runs AI-powered tests and views Lighthouse Insight. Last but not least is the bug module, which helps to log, track, and update bugs linked to the test case. The SMART system is built with speed and modern layered architecture. I use Next.js for the front-end UI. For the business layer, it consists of three APIs, which are the Web Automation API using Bun.js, Express, and Puppeteer. Next is the AI Execution API using Python, Flask, and LM Studio. The last API is the Core API to handle the data, which is by using Golang with GoFiber. For data management, I use PostgreSQL as the main database and Redis for caching. Communication between the services is handled by Kafka. The system is monitored using Prometheus and Grafana for real-time metrics and health tracking. Finally, on the infrastructure side, deployment is automated using Ansible, containerized with Docker, and orchestrated with Kubernetes. SMART supports three main user roles to manage access and responsibilities across the testing process. First, admin, member, and view. Now, I will walk through the SMART system in action. Firstly, let's start with signing in into a ready-made admin account. Let's begin by logging in using the email account that I already have created, which is the admin@gmail.com, and the password is admin, so we can click on login. So upon login, I am directed to the dashboard page, which provides a clear overview of the system activity, including the total set testers, active projects, and test case count. Below that, we have a visual graph that displays trends and status summaries to help teams monitor progress effectively. Next, I will navigate to the Teams page, where I can create a new team by clicking on the create team button. So I can create a new team by entering the name and also description. So for example, new team description. Okay, so we have done with it. You can click on create team. So the new team has been listed into the data table and I can edit it easily. For example, click on it, click on save changes. So I can now proceed to invite a new member. So click on the add member and assume I want to add a new viewer. So click on the viewer role and change the email address. So I have created a new account already for the viewer@gmail.com, and click on send. So the invitation has sent successfully. Now I switch to the viewer account. Log out. Password is viewer. Click on login. So we can see on the inbox at the left there's a one number here, count of the invitation. So I click on here. So I have been invited by the admin into the new team. So I can click on accept. So I have been accepted into the team, and you can click on the teams page here and you can see I have been invited into the new team page. So back on the admin account. So I will now navigate to the projects page and begin creating a new project. So you can click on projects and click on create project here. I fill in the project name. So for example, new project, which used to briefly identify within the system, and then the project description, new project description. So it just briefly outlines the purpose of the project. So then I provide the project URL. So this is the base URL of the website where Smart will actually test. So for example, I want to test this actual project, which is Smart. So we choose the protocol, localhost 3000. Okay. Lastly, I will enter the authentication path, such as for example, for this project, the actual path is auth login. So which tells Smart where the login page or the authentication form is located. So these inputs help to ensure that the automated test will know exactly where to interact with the application. So for example, the credentials just now, I put admin@gmail.com, also the password, admin. So I can click on create project. So as you can see, the new project has been listed in the table. For demonstration purpose, I'll be using existing project for better workflow. So make sure that the intended project is active, where I will be using the Smart project. So I will now head to the collection page. So I will create a new collection which is called auth collection, because assume I want to test for authentication. So collection is basically similar to module. So in each module you will have a lot of different use cases in it. So I will continue with the description. So for example, auth collection description. Just explain the collection. And then I will assign it, for example, to Harith. So status is okay. So auth, for example, and then the collection URL. Assume we want to test for auth. So the URL for the collection for the module is by going to auth. So I can click on create. So inside the collection, I will now continue. We will be creating a new test case named user login success. So we can click on the create test case here. So the test case will describe a successful login where the user fills in email and password, then clicks the login button and then redirected to the dashboard. So I will start with the test case name, user login success. So make sure to put a proper description to it, because the description acts as the LLM query for the LLM to know which elements that it needs to click. So we can include a short step-by-step intent. So see, I want to say user wants to go to the dashboard by clicking by putting the email and password, and then click the login button. Okay, so label is for example login, access, this case URL is login, the page. So add expected result for the test case. So the expected result of this case is, for example, if you have text, it will be finding the text. So it needs to know where is the ending point for the test case to stop. So for example, for this test case, if the type is speech, I need to give a URL path related to the project URL. So for example, I want it to stop at dashboard. Okay, and then I will give some of the inputs of the sample data that it needs it to fill inside. So for example, I need to fill email. So admin@gmail.com, and then password is admin. Okay, so I click on create. So I will be clicking on the create test case. So we continue with clicking it. The user login success. So this is all the details that we have inputted. We can now continue with the actual execution. So, and then we can click on the start test. So during execution, Smart provides like live updates, including screenshot of each step. So the AI generated actions and also lighthouse scan, which analyze the page performance and also the accessibility. So it will be processing the HTML data with the LLM, and then it will check what it needs to done in order to finish the test case. So you click on the fill email, fill password, all of the sample data that we have given, and now the test case is passed as we already in the page dashboard. So once completed, I can click on the generate code button in order to view the automation script which generated from the test case intent itself that we have execute from the test case. So we can copy it and then put it inside the actual development code. Now, we can continue with showing example of duplicating same test case to simulate a failed login scenario. So I can click on duplicate test case. So I will rename it to user login invalid, and then click on confirm, and then we will update the description and etc. in order to match it with the test case. So the description, user wants to go into the dashboard by putting the incorrect email and password, and then click on login button. It will show invalid credentials text error. Okay. So label incorrect, invalid. So the same, and assume we want to find the error, which is the invalid credentials. So we need to change the values, credentials, and then change the form data. So we change the, for example, the password is wrong, so we can write wrong password. Then click on save changes. Now we can continue with the executing tab, and we can click on start test. So we go again into the auth login page, and then we process the HTML data again with the LLM. So you fill the email with the email, and then fill the password with the wrong password that we have give. And now the test case is passed because we have found the invalid credentials error. To show the potential of Smart, I will show a test case of doing a create operation. So we choose to open the create project test case to run it. Okay, on this test case, user wants to create a project by inputting all the form data details into the form, and then click create project button. So we have given the test case URL, the expected result, which is the ending point, and also what are the sample data it needs to input inside the form. So we can click on execute, click on run test, run. So log into the application. So now the test case has passed. It's successfully created a new project, which is here, automation name. It successfully execute the test case, and it says that the test case is passed. So it will display the project analytics, which has a breakdown of the test cases status by collection, and also some of the visual summaries of the testing coverage. So I'll be finishing the demonstration by clicking the export report project, which downloads a report that includes all the test cases, which also includes the valid and invalid login scenarios we have created earlier, which is this one, user login invalid, and also user login success. So, in everyday development, repetitive manual testing often becomes the bottleneck, slowing down the progress and draining valuable developer time. So, Smart addresses this directly by significantly reducing test execution time up to 70% than traditional methods, and increasing the test coverage from 60% to 90%, all with minimal setup. This helps developers focus more on the PHP features and less on debugging regression. Smart has strong potential as a software as a service or SaaS product by using a credit-based usage model. Each automated test execution or AI analysis consumes what we call AAUs, which is AI analysis units. We offer 3 pricing tiers: the free plan, which is RM0, perfect for individual or student developers, which include 150 AAUs. The next plan is basic plan for RM40, aimed at startups or small teams, which offers 500 AAUs. And last but not least is Pro plan for RM150, built for growing teams or agencies, which includes 2000 AA views and unlocks advanced features. To conclude, SMART is designed to simplify and accelerate our entire testing process. By using the power of AI in test execution, SMART can help teams to test faster and smarter. For feature planning, we are focused on key advancements, implementing background and parallel test execution, integrating a cloud-based AI API, enhancing CI/CD for better pipelines, and adding step-by-step screenshot execution. That is all from me. Thank you for listening to my presentation about my project, SMART.